Welcome to a KASPA price prediction for 2025. So this coin was suggested by one of our gold members. So if you want us to cover a specific altcoin for you in a video, you should check out the gold memberships. They are like $18, I believe. So check them out. However, you don't have to. If you want to be a normal member, check out the normal memberships. They are like $5 and you get access to all of our charts, and you also get access to our Discord server where we post like a couple of updates a day. Right now, we don't really post anything because there's not much going on, but when stuff is happening we do post a lot. So check out the memberships and let's see what's happening with KASPA. So it's going down right now, which is normal because this is after all a fourth wave move down. And let me start from the beginning. We have a 1 2 3 4 setup right here, and I think the fourth wave moves down will actually be very deep, and not many people are expecting this. However, you have to keep in mind that during the lifespan of this coin it only went up, so at some point it will have to break down and it will have to, test at least the 50% extension in my opinion, which might mean that we could get to like 2.9 cents before we actually continue with the fifth wave move up, especially if Ethereum dropped to like $1,400 right here. Now, of course, maybe this is not going to happen and maybe Ethereum will start, going up right now, and if it does, KASPA will most likely not test like 3 cents. However, if we drop on the Ethereum chart, KASPA will most likely take a major hit, and that's why I have two, things on the chart right here. I have this ABC structure and it could be complete, but you have to keep in mind we did not really get to the 0.382 support level, which could mean that we will get to it at some point, and that's at like 4 cents. I know people do not want to hear that, but we were already at like 5 cents right here, so it's not really a big way down. So I mean, from where we're at right now, it's only a 50% drop, so I think it could happen. And honestly, if it does happen and we do not hold this level, we could actually drop to the next level, or maybe even the 0.618 support level. And I know not many people want to hear this, but it is a fourth wave move down, so it could even get to like this level right here. And I know like not many people want to see it, but it is what it is, and you have to be aware of all the possibilities. There's also the possibility that the top is already in. I kind of, I can actually count 5 waves up if I try. I could count this right here as a 1 2 3 4 5, so maybe you could say that the cycle is already over for KASPA, and that will be the case if we do not hold above this low right here. However, if we do get a bounce right now and we get a fifth wave, the fifth wave is expected to get to like at least 50 cents in my opinion. I don't really have a main target for it, but 50 cents seems to be pretty good because the market cap of KASPA right now, I believe, is at about $2 billion. And if we do get that altcoin season that everybody has been expecting, KASPA will most likely get an even bigger pump than that. But, I mean, is $1 possible? Well, maybe it is. I mean, from where we are at right now, that would put the market cap at like 20 billion. I think that's very likely to happen if we actually get a big altcoin season. If we do not get a big altcoin season, well, maybe it's not going to happen. So please be aware of all the possibilities, and please do not really risk your money into altcoins that have a very low market cap. Instead, you should probably just stick with Bitcoin. And I'm not giving you financial advice, of course, but I think sticking with Bitcoin is the best option, especially during the bear markets, so please be aware of that. And also, I wanted to know that KASPA is currently below the bull market support band, which is not great because it has never been below the bull market support band before. As you can see, we've always used the bull market support band as support, and we never really got below it. Of course, we got below it here, but then we got back above it and we formed another high. And then when we got below it here, this pretty much confirmed that we were going down into a much bigger ABC structure. So yeah, things are not looking good, and we could obviously get to these, support levels if we do not manage to get back above the bull market support band. And the bull market support band right now is at about 12 cents. So if we do manage to get back above it, that's obviously not going to be enough. We also need to get back above the 200-day moving average, which is the blue line on the chart. And then if we do get back above it and we use it as support one time, for example, if we do something like this and then we go down and we test it and then we get a bounce, I will finally be able to confirm confirm that the low right here is in. However, until then, you have to be aware that we could get a much bigger drop, so please be aware of that. Also, I want to look at the weekly RSI. There's something very interesting that I noticed here. As you can see, the RSI is currently in a downtrend and it was overbought up here, and right now it's not oversold. And what we need to do right here is get back above the moving average on the weekly RSI, and then we need to test the trend line right here. So even if we get a short-term pump right now that puts out at like 15 cents, and we get to the RSI levels right here and we get to the trend line, even if we do that and we get rejected by the RSI, that could mean that the correction is still not over and that we will still break down after that. So please be aware of that. We have to get back above the trend line on the weekly RSI if we want KASPA to still be bullish, because if we do not go back above the trend line and if we keep testing it, it might actually get to the oversold territory first before we actually start a fifth wave move up, if we start a fifth wave move up. So please be aware of that. Please be aware of the fact that during the bear market this altcoin only went up, so if we get a bigger correction right now, it's not going to surprise me. And like I said, we need to get back above the trend line right here to be able to confirm that the low is in and that we are heading in a fifth wave move up. And I don't have anything else, to be honest. That's all I have. Or actually, let me go on the daily chart as well, because there's something interesting here as well. We actually got to the oversold territory just recently. However, this does not really mean anything because we also got to the oversold territory right here and almost right here. So we are still in a downtrend and we kind of have to break, back above it if we actually want to be bullish. Now, the last time we truly got to the oversold territory was down here when we were in a second wave move of the third wave, and after this we went from like 1 cent all the way up to like 19 cents. And maybe this is what we are doing right now. Maybe this right here, this low is actually this low, but I highly doubt that, because here, for example, we were above the 200-day moving average and above the bull market support band, so I don't think this is the case. Here we also had a cross on the bull market support band, so I don't think this is what we are doing. I think we will keep going down for the time being, at least as long as Ethereum keeps going down and as long as the entire market keeps going down. And I do not really see, KASPA getting to like $10 like the other YouTubers are saying. I think that's very unlikely to happen, but you never know. And maybe this right here, these 5 waves up, will only complete the first wave of a much bigger, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup. And of course that could happen, but that's also gonna take years. So please be aware of the fact that even if we get a fifth wave move up, after this we will need a very big ABC down, which could put the price at these lows again. So be aware of that. And this is most likely going to happen during the bear market next year. So yeah, that's all I have. Thank you for being a gold member. Check out the memberships if you haven't. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.